Good morning to all of you present in the session. I'm waiting for students to join. Usually you guys are on time, but I don't know why today many of you are not there and it's 10 minutes past your session. Okay, let me start. I guess they'll join now. I cannot wait anymore. Just tell me when you see my screen, okay? Okay, screen is visible? Okay. So see, today we are going to start the practical number 3. Okay, implement a program using array for stacks. And what we are going to do in those stack implementation, we are going to implement its 4 operations, that is push, pop, peep, display, and if time permits, then the change operation also. Change operation is nothing but to replace an element which is already added in your stack. Okay, so with the help of the index value, because we are using arrays, so with the help of that we are going to change that. Okay, but that is at the end. First we are going to see push, then pop, then peep, display, and then change. Now, as you are going to need, array stack initialization for each and every function, we are going to put all these functions or say operations in switch case. Okay, so first of all I'm explaining you how we are going to go with the flow of the program. You initialize your stack with the help of arrays. Okay, then you tell the user that exactly what he or she wants to do. Okay, which operation he or she wants to do. Okay, then in this keep a while loop. All right, so that every time you are going to ask the user that do you want to continue, do you want to continue. Okay, and inside that while loop you are going to keep a switch case. Okay, switch case will be having these five operations, and you are going to give user your choice. Okay, every time the user chooses, that particular operation will be executed. Okay, so this is the flow of the program. This is how you are going to give the flow. Now before starting with this push pop peep display change, I want some revised input from your end. Okay, like a revision input. So first of all, tell me, what do you understand by stack in technical terms? Okay, if I give you to write a 2-mark short note answer, then what are you going to write in that? What do you understand by stack? Give answer in terms of technical, okay? Linear data type, okay, correct. Then what are the thing? Non-primitive, no, it is not non-primitive. Oh yes, it is, wait, yeah, it is non-primitive. Then what else? What can you say about stacks? What do you know about stacks? Okay, come on. Let me rephrase the question. What do you know about stacks? Absolutely right. LIFO, it follows the concept of LIFO, that is last in, first out. Good, Rishabh. Then, you don't remember anything else apart from this? Can you recall one top variable defined by topmost value? What do you, what are you trying to say here, Rishabh? I didn't get. See, your stacks are initialized with the help of arrays. Okay. First of all, they are your non-primitive linear kind of data types. Second point, the location of the topmost value. Okay, and with the help of the top, you are going to operate your push, pop, peep, display functions. Okay, so that is what the top variable is going to do. Fine, these are the points which you should remember before approaching this program. These are the important points. Okay, now do tell me, how can I say, or when can I say that my stack is empty? When can I say that? There was one condition. We had seen one diagram. When can I say that my stack is empty? Yes, but how will you find out? You are not going to see on your screen, right, Rishabh, that there is no data. How you will make out that, okay, there is no data because of this condition? There is no function like empty. There is one small condition with respect to your top variable. Divyajit? Divyajit, unmute yourself. Yasin, wait. Divyajit? Okay, Avinash? Avinash, if you can listen to me, you are requested to answer. Unmute yourself. Avinash, unmute yourself. What is the problem? Okay, let me take the first round of attendance. Let me see who are actually there in the session. Darshan Manyar, if you are present, just unmute yourself and say present. Otherwise, for this round, you'll be marked absent. Arjun,
Ma'am, Darshan Manya present, ma'am.
okay. Thank you, Raj. Avinash, Darshan Parmar,
Present, ma'am.
Darshan Raj. Okay, done. Wait. No, that was Darshan Manyar. Okay, Darshan Raj,
Present, ma'am.
Dhruvi,
Present, ma'am.
Divyajit, Harshvardhan, Jignesh Prasad, Yasin,
Yes, ma'am.
Preet,
Present, ma'am.
Raj,
Present, ma'am.
Rishabh,
Present, ma'am.
Sri,
Yes, ma'am.
Tanmay Raj,
Yes, ma'am.
and Vijay.
Present, ma'am.
Okay. Divyajit, last call for you. Are you there or not? Okay. Fine. The first and the foremost condition for the stack to be empty is top is equals to -1. So Yasin, you are absolutely correct. When you are going for any kind of an operation, first you have to check that whether there is a stack initialized or not. Okay, the first thing. Second thing, if you are going for a push operation, in your push operation, you are going to first of all check the condition that do you have space to enter this new element, because push operation is what? The insertion. Okay, the insertion operation. So you have to check that is your stack having space to enter the element. Alright, so how you are going to check? If top is equals to -1, okay, or top is less than stack size -1. Why stack size -1? Because stack size is the maximum, the size, and stack size -1. Why? Because this is index values that we are checking. Top is going to maintain the index values here from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. So for a stack to be empty, it will be, the value for your top will be -1. Or for your stack to be not completely filled. See here, your stack is not completely filled. So your top is less than stack size -1. Okay. So you are going to check that is there a space before going for a push operation. Okay. If there is a push operation possible, that means there are space to enter the element. Then first of all, you are going to increment your top variable. Okay, so if it is empty like this, so from -1, it will going to point at 0. Okay, you are going to increment it. So either you can write top plus plus, or you can write top +1. Okay, so it is going to point here at this value. Once it is pointing here, that means once you have incremented your top, then you are going to add your new element which you have taken from the user to this particular place. Okay, so you are going to access it using the same way as you are accessing your array elements. So a of I or s of 0. So at s of 0, you are going to place the element. See, in your lecture, we had seen this push operation. Okay. You are placing the item on the top of the stack. Okay, so that means you are inserting an item. Fine. So before push and after push. This was the comparison diagram that we had seen. Okay. Now, what is this function doing? It is adding a new element on the top of the stack. What are your prerequisites for that, or say your preconditions? That there should be one stack which is initialized. Okay, and it is not full. Fine. And what is the outcome? You can say, or say the post condition, new item is added on the top of the stack. That is the outcome. Now this algorithm was also seen by us in the lecture. Okay, first of all, you have to check that stack is not overflowing. How we are going to check? If top is equals to n, n is your stack size. Okay. If it is equal to n, that means it is filled. Okay, completely filled. So n is your stack size -1. All right. You can check either way. Either you can check that it is empty or not with the help of top equal to -1, or top is less than stack size -1. Or in another case, means in reverse case, you can just check that is stack completely full. How you can check it? With the help of just one condition, that is stack size -1. Okay, if top is equals to stack size -1, that is n, you are going to write stack overflow. Okay, but if it is not, then in else part, you are going to write, first of all, you are going to increment your top. So top is equals to top +1. Okay, and then wherever that top is pointing at whichever index value, you are going to place your the element you have taken from the user, that is x. Okay, you are going to place it at that index value, and you are going to come out of that function. Okay, so let me just show you how to build the structure. This is batch B. We'll remove some unnecessary code which is not required by me right now. Fine. Again, do not forget your comments. Program to implement stack using array. Okay. Now let me first initialize my stack because that is my precondition. Okay. So let's say integer stack max size I'm keeping here as 100. Okay. And here is my top variable. And here only globally I'm declaring my top is equals to -1. Okay, so my top is initialized, stack is initialized. Now here inside my main, first I'm going to set some variables which shall be required by me in my program. So integer choice, so ch and one c. Now I'm going to do one printf statement. Okay, printf stack operations. This is for a program to look a bit of beautiful, okay, or a much kind of an informative console program. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Now, what you are going to do is you are going to apply a while loop inside that C. You will get to know why this C, and this while loop is going to run whenever this C value is getting input as 1. Okay, exactly where and how this C value is going to get 1, you are going to see it in a while. Then you are going to go for one more printf statement. Enter the choice of operation. Okay. And you are going to give the choice like this. Push and wait. Pop, peep, display, and change and exit. So first is push, second is pop, third is peep, fourth is display, fifth is change, and sixth one is your exit. Okay. Fine. So user will be giving some choice. Once you tell him or her that enter the choice of operation. So that choice you are going to scan and store it in variable called ch. Okay, which is defined already. Then you are going to apply the switch case where you are passing that choice. Okay, and your case 1 will be your push operation. And you're going to break. Okay. Similarly, case 2, that will be your pop operation. Okay, so you are going to build this kind of switch case till your case 6. Okay, that is your exit. Once you are done with building such cases, okay, you are going to mention here end of switch. Okay, this is your end of while. But before ending this while, you are going to ask the user via a printf statement want to continue, and the input which you are going to take from the user is either 0 or 1. Okay, so whatever input the user is giving you, you are going to scan it and store it in your variable C. Okay, so once this C is getting value, suppose 1, okay, it is going to come here. Now control is again going and coming here in the while loop. So C is 1, so while it is 1, so condition is true, again it is going to ask that push pop peep display, enter the choice of operation. So you are going to run this switch case as many times as you want, or say as the user wants. Okay, if you don't write this while loop, then what is going to happen is this program is going to run only once. Then afterwards, if you want to go for any pop operation or any another operation, okay, then it is not going to work. But with the help of this while loop, it is going to work again and again until user gives input as 0. Okay, once the user gives input as 0, this loop shall stop and this program will come to its end. Okay. Now coming to the part where you are defining your functions, user defined. These are your user defined functions. So push. Okay. Now first of all, you are going to check if top is equal n. Okay. Either you can store this n somewhere, like here if you are declaring n, okay, and here along with this part you are already defining this as 100 minus 1, okay, so that is 99. Fine, either you are writing like this, or what you can do is take the stack size from the user, all right, and store that stack size in the variable n, and then you can write n minus 1. Okay, there are two ways. Either you can take this n value to make your program dynamic. You can take this n value from the user. So you are going to take it here only, that printf enter the size of stack. Okay, and in the bracket you can mention max size value is 100. Okay, so that user is not giving you have defined here 100, okay, the size, and if user is going to give you 102 or 150, then it is going to create a problem. All right, so you are directly mentioning it to the user that max size value is 100, so you have to give size within 100. Okay, and you can store whatever the input the user is giving, you can store it in your n. Okay, like this. So either you can mention it here globally, but this, by doing this, it is going to make your program static. Okay, this will make the program, the nature of your program, static. But if you are going with this method, then you are going for dynamically taking the stack size option. Fine. So either way you can do it, but preferable is this one. Keep your program as dynamic as possible. All right, so coming back here in your push, if top is equals to n minus 1, n I am taking from the user. Let's say user entered 10. Okay, so 10 minus 1, so 9. Okay, so that means my stack is full, correct, because the condition for stack being full is top is equals to stack size minus 1. So you are going to write printf stack is full. Okay. But if this is not the case, then inside my else, again take one printf statement, ask the user, enter the element you would like to insert. Okay. Scanf, store it in some variable. Let's say I'm taking it as x. Okay, so I'll go and define this x globally again here. So x. Now top is equals to top plus 1. Okay, or top plus plus will also work. And wherever now my top is pointing at, so stack of top is equal to my x. Okay. So this, what it is going to do, it is going to place the element wherever the top is pointing at whichever index. And you are going to come out of this loop back here in your switch case. Got it? Everybody? The push function. Any doubt?
No, ma'am.
Okay, I'm keeping this algorithm for you guys as a reference. Start coding. I have discussed the flow, how we are going with the flow of the program. So kindly follow that. Or if you have any alternative, then also you are welcome to discuss it.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, right now my PC's battery is going down and I have to leave the meeting because there is no electricity right now. It's 10%.
Okay. Okay.
No electricity.
Yeah, it's okay, Darshan. Just make sure that you are noting down them. Okay, later on you can practice it. Because today we are going to finish your practical number 3. So by the end of this week, I'm going to assign one Google Classroom to the whole class, and there you'll get the task to submit your 3 assignment. Sorry, not assignments. 3 practicals. Practical 1, 2, and 3. Vijay, not for practice. If you want, then yeah, sure. You can go for Python, C++, any language that you would like. But for specifically data structures, I have mentioned it in your first lecture itself that you are going to use your C language only. So in examination for practice, if you are doing for understanding the concept, you are using another language, then it's fine. But in examination and in practical session, or say in practical submission, only C language. Okay, anybody finished? Just push function, okay? That switch case part inside your main, and just push function. Anybody finished with that? Come on, students. Or should I start picking you up? Dhruvi? Dhruvi, if you can listen to me, respond in chat or unmute yourself. Can you present your screen? Finished with this function? Dhruvi, present your screen. I'm stopping my screen presentation. Raj,
2 minutes, ma'am. 2 minutes.
Divyajit, still no answer from you. This is the fourth call. Yasin, can you present your screen? Just show me where have you reached with the coding part. The screen is visible. Okay. Oh, okay. Good. You are taking stack size dynamically. Fine. Go down to your push function. Declared your push function. Have you declared it? Or you are still doing?
I'm not finished.
Okay. Continue. Pranjal,
Yes, ma'am, I'm writing it.
where have you reached?
As soon as I Yes, ma'am.
Where have you reached? Till what part? Switch case finished?
Ma'am, I'm just writing. I'm writing the case switch, the switch case.
Okay. Kindly keep a little bit of speed,
As soon
okay?
as I finish, I will send, ma'am.
Preet, show me your screen. Okay, in mobile phone you have the console application open. Then in the very first lab session only, Preet, I told that you can use your online C compilers. Why are you not coding then? Preet, are you noting it down? Okay, see, even I am using a mobile phone, all right, parallelly. I have both of my devices with me. I can show you from my phone. See, this is my phone screen, all right. My online C compiler, fine. The first link, or if you are okay with that tutorials point link also, then also it's okay. You can write here. You can remove this part. Okay, and as you are, writing normally in your WhatsApp or in your Telegram chat group, you can write your functions here. See, you can do it. Then why you're not doing? Even if you are, it is possible to use mobile phone, so you can do it as I have done here. Due to some or the other reason, if you are not being able to use, your mobile phone online C compilers, then at least make a point to note down. Just listening the session won't help you. Yes, students, done? Okay, Darshan, can you please present your screen? Okay, run the program. Showing some errors. No, it is running. Okay. Terminated. Why it got terminated? Darshan, present your screen again. Let me just have a look. Go on the very top. Okay. Which copy display change? Fine. Go down. Uh, do one thing. Comment case number 2. You have just written case 2 and break. Comment that. Yes, but still you have to comment because pop operation is not implemented. So it is going to give you an error there. So case 2 come entirely. No, keep that. It was correct only. But case 2 entirely. Do a multi-line comment. Before case, write forward and star. And after break, do star after break, not there. After break, do star /. Okay, fine. Now just go down. Void push top equal n-1. Enter element you'd like to insert top +1. Yeah, remove that return. Okay, run the program. While C, okay, you have not given what that C is for. It is going to go in endless loop because you have not mentioned what to do with C after your end of switch. After the end of switch, you have to tell your user no that if he or she wants to continue or not. So do mention that, okay? All right, students, attention here on my screen now. Yes, students, attention here, everybody. Last part of the code You mean what? The else part? From void push. From void push, you have to write this portion. Write an if-else condition. In if condition, you are going for this. If top is equals to stack size minus 1. If it is true, printf statement, stack is full. Otherwise, in else part, see if you are writing top equal n, then n value should be stack size minus 1. Okay, it is n is not your stack. It should be stack size minus 1 because we are dealing with array implementation. And index value, top is going to store the index value. So what will be the condition would look like? Suppose see, here the stack here, this side. Have a look on the left hand side. Here my stack size is 7. Why? Because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But the index value will be 0 to 6. So if you are doing top equal to n, equal n, which is your stack size, okay, then it is not right. Because if you are writing directly n, then your n should store the value of stack size minus 1. That means your n with regarding this example should be 6. So then you can say that if top is equal 6, that means top is pointing here at 6, that means the stack is full. But if you are taking n directly from what user have entered, okay, that is the total stack size, then it is wrong because there is no 7 here. Right? Now you got it? Pranjul? Okay,
Yes, ma'am. I got it right now.
fine.
I'm implementing it boldly. When I face a mistake, I
Okay.
will.
Vijay, is it running? The code is running or you are getting any error?
Ma'am, it's running.
Ma'am, before that case switch, till case switch, it is running fine. After that, I'm
Pranjul, share your screen.
okay, ma'am.
Vijay, I heard you. It's fine if it's running. Yeah, I heard you.
Ma'am, is it visible right now?
Yes, it is getting presented. Okay.
Ma'am, until here it is running fine. I did it on online.
Okay, go on the top. ऊपर जाओ.
Yes, ma'am.
Pranjul, scroll upwards.
Yeah. Ma'am, I did it. Is it visible, ma'am?
No. I can see just your while loop. From line number 13, I can see. I want to look above that.
Let me paste it in chat box.
Yes, but I need to verify with the, errors or warnings which you are getting. Like this, I won't be able to know that exactly which part you are going wrong. It's okay.
No, ma'am. Okay, ma'am. I'm presenting it again. I was saying that till switch case where I wrote the code, it is working fine. It is right. I just forgot what to write in the void push code. So I just asked you.
Okay, now did you get it or you want me to show it again?
I just got it. I just got it. I'm writing it again. And if I face an error, I will ask with you again.
Okay, but right now also see the logic of pop, which we are going again now. Then you can execute both of them together.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, students, attention here. See, I have made some changes also. Instead of while, you can use do while also. Okay. Previously, I did, doing it with while loop. You can do it with do while also. In that case, your while will be here, and you can give it like this also. If you are not taking from the user the choice, you can take if choice is not equal to 4. All right. Though I have added one more case here, so I can write if choice is not equal to 5. Okay. Let me just show you the push function. Oh wait. Nobody is even telling me that I'm not presenting the screen.
Yes, ma'am, you are not presenting the screen.
Yes, I could see in from my mobile phone. Okay, so I'm running my program here for push operation. Okay, it is asking me to enter the size of stack. Let's say I'm entering it as 4. Okay, then it is going to ask me that stack operation using your array, enter your choice. So push function, entry to be pushed 25. Again, push function I would like to do, entry made 35. Again, a push function, entry made to be 65. I have also written the code for display, so I'm going to display it for you. Okay, that is, oh sorry, that is for, I guess, peep. I mismatched. Okay, so this is my elements in stack 65, 35, and 25. Okay, and the choice last, like you can give one exit also. Okay, so thank you for doing operation on stack. That is what you can print in your exit statement. Okay, I have to make changes here. Push, pop, sweep, display. Fifth one is I removed change. Okay, for now. Exit. Okay. Now going for your pop operation first. See, the function is going to remove the element which is on the very top of your stack. Why? Because last in, first out in your stack. Okay, so it is going to remove from the top. And you can write a statement before removing the top, that element is that this particular element is getting popped out. Okay, and so that means that you are going to return it the top element, and then you are going to remove that. What are your preconditions? There should be stack and it should not be empty. Okay, because if stack is empty, you cannot do your delete operation or say the pop operation. Fine. And what is the post condition? The top element is removed from the stack and function returns with the top element. That means before removing the top element, you are going to first of all return the top element, notifying the user exactly which element is getting popped. Okay, and then simply you are going to decrement your top. Okay, you are not going and actually deleting that element, whenever again the top element is going to point at that particular index, it is going to just overwrite the entered value. You're not actually going and freeing up that memory. Okay, so it is something like this we have discussed in the lecture. Okay, before pop your top was at 4, count was 5. Okay, after doing pop your top got decremented by 1. Okay, so top is now 3 and count, that is number of elements, is 4. So how you are going to implement it? First of all, again you are going to check that stack is not empty. If it is empty, the condition for stack being empty is top is equals to null or top is equal to -1. Okay, so if your top is equals to -1, you are going to write printf statement inside your if stack is empty. Okay, in the else part, if your stack is not empty, then in the else part you are first of all going to write one printf statement. %d is the element getting popped, and wherever the top is pointing currently, that particular value you are going to show to the user on the console output. So it will be comma stack of top, and then you are going to decrement it. Okay, so top is equals to top -1. That will be your end of your pop function. So in program you are going to write case 2 pop break. Okay, then you are going and writing this pop function. See, if top is equal -1, then stack is underflow, or you can say stack is empty. All right, in else part you are going to first return which exactly element you are popping out. Okay, then so you can write a statement like this: the popped element is %d, not elements. So wherever the top is pointing at currently, that index value having the data part will be reflected here in %d. Okay, and then simply you are going to decrement your top. So top is equals to top -1 or top minus. Okay, clear this function to everybody? Any doubt in this function? Any doubts here, students, in this function? Keeping this on for you, quickly write the next function of pop. Dharmik,
Yes, ma'am.
can you present your screen?
Okay. Is it, ma'am, visible?
Yes.
मैम यहाँ पे क्या फिर लिखना है वो पता नहीं चल रहा है नीचे।
कहाँ पे?
लास्ट में मतलब कुछ मिस्टेक आ रही है इसको रन होने में।
हाँ, एक्चुअली दिक्कत ये है कि आपने अपना मेन का टाइप इंटीजर रखा है, लेकिन
Yes.
रिटर्न कोई भी वैल्यू नहीं हो रही है,
तो वॉइड कर
तो
दूं?
उसको वॉइड कर जी, उसको वॉइड कर दो। ठीक है, अभी रन करके ट्राई करो। वैसे पॉप नहीं इम्प्लीमेंट किया तो शायद एरर आएगी।
आ रही है। पुश एंड पॉप नहीं आ रही है।
एक्सपेक्टेड स्कैनएफ के पहले एक्सपेक्टेड आप भूल गए हो शायद। नीचे जाओ पुश में,
ये
पुश फंक्शन में,
वॉइड पुश कि वो स्विच की केस में।
वॉइड वॉइड पुश।
हाँ
प्रिंटफ के स्टेटमेंट में एल्स पार्ट प्रिंटफ स्टेटमेंट
हाँ हाँ
सेमीकोलन।
अगेन रन करूँ?
हाँ, रन करके देखो। अभी भी एरर है। एक मिनट नीचे स्क्रॉल करो तो एकदम लास्ट में एरर्स में रुको रुको रुको, सी आपने डिफाइन नहीं किया कहीं पे भी।
ऊपर कर देने चल रहा है वहाँ पे। यहाँ पे
नहीं, उसका स्कोप धार्मिक, उसका स्कोप खत्म हो जाता है मेन के अंदर। तो आप तो उसको बाहर यूज कर रहे हो ना,
हाँ हाँ
तो आपको वापस से एल्स पार्ट में इंटीजर सी डिक्लेयर करना पड़ेगा वापस से, या तो आप उसको ग्लोबली डिफाइन कर दो फिर। वहीं पे कर दो, कोई बात नहीं। इंटीजर सी इज इक्वल्स टू इंटीजर नहीं, ऐसे नहीं करते। डेटा टाइप और वेरिएबल नेम, उसको भी हटा दो, दोनों को, सी और इक्वल टू दोनों को हटा दो। अभी लिखो इंटीजर स्पेस सी सेमीकोलन। अभी ये कंपाइलेशन फेल ड्यू टू एरर, वो वाले विंडो पे जाओ, एरर विंडो पे जाओ। हाँ, नीचे स्क्रॉल करो और कोई देखने दो, है नहीं
ये
है?
लास्ट
ठीक है, हाँ ठीक है, रन करो अभी।
टॉप में आ रहा है।
वार्निंग ठीक है, नीचे जाओ, रुको, नीचे जाओ, गो डाउन। ठीक है, पॉप को स्विच केस में पॉप जहां पे लिखा है वो केस को कमेंट कर दो, क्योंकि पॉप अभी आपने इम्प्लीमेंट नहीं किया।
पूरे केस
फॉरवर्ड,
पे
हाँ, फॉरवर्ड स्लैश स्टार, ये बैकवर्ड हो गई, फॉरवर्ड बोला मैंने। फॉरवर्ड स्लैश सिंगल फॉरवर्ड स्लैश। अभी ब्रेक के बाद जो सेमीकोलन किया है ना, वहां पे स्टार फॉरवर्ड स्लैश। अभी रन करके देखो, आ गई।
हाँ
एंटर करो अपनी साइज 4। एंटर द चॉइस ऑफ ऑपरेशन क्यों नहीं आया आप में?
मैम मेरे में भी यही हो रहा है, while लूप तो एग्जीक्यूट ही नहीं हो रहा है।
ओके हाँ
बोल रहा
राज,
हूँ।
पता चल गया। धार्मिक
यस
अपनी
मैम।
स्क्रीन बंद करो।
ओके मैम।
विजय, शो मी योर स्क्रीन।
यस मैम।
राज, यासीन, मैं आप लोगों की स्क्रीन भी अभी चेक करूंगी थोड़ी देर में। धार्मिक, mute yourself. Vijay, present your screen.
मैम is it visible?
Okay, yeah, it is getting presented. Yes, visible. Okay. All right, you have pushed that element directly into the function. Fine. Else it is Stack Overflow. Go to your push function. Is full. So return top equal to n minus 1. Oh, sorry. Top is equal minus 1. Top plus plus top equal to element return 1. Okay. Scroll down, you have written the pop function also.
Yes मैम।
See, you have mentioned in line number 43 and line number 48 the return, okay, and the type of your function, the type of your pop function is void. So if you want to keep that return, those return statements, then you have to change the type of your pop function. If you want to keep that void pop as it is, then you have to remove the return. Either of the thing you have to do. Okay, rest of the things seems fine. Show me your console output. Element is inserted successfully. Okay. The pop function is working. Did you check?
Yes मैम।
Element pop 3. Okay, fine. Yasin, share your screen. Okay, you also did the same mistake. C is not declared in your push function. Yasin, is it your screen, or am I watching Dharmik's screen again?
No, I'm presenting मैम।
Okay. Go down. Yeah, in your push function, you have to, declare that C variable where you are storing the element.
मैम
Yes, Yasin. Oh, Vijay, is it you? Yasin, now run the program. Okay, go down. Let me see what is the error. Still. Okay. Pop function is yet to be declared. So that's why it is giving you an error. See, have a look on my
Ma'am,
screen. Yes.
I can. In the meantime, if I comment this like this,
Hmm.
will it work?
It has to. Wait, Yasin, you have not commented correctly. You just commented case 2. Pop and break are not yet commented. So if you want to do multi-line comment, it will be forward slash and star. And at the end, it will be star and forward slash. And line number 34. No, not like that. Star and then forward slash. Correct. Now go and run the program.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, Raj, can you present your screen? Let me see why it is not working. Rest of the students, though you are not responding, it is done or not. And when I'm asking also, you are not able to present the screen. Like I told Dhruvi to present, but I don't know, she didn't respond. Neither she presented. So I'm hoping that it is done from your end as you're not speaking. If it is not done, kindly ask. Okay, don't just sit and listen.
मैम दिख रहा है?
हाँ. Scroll down, Raj.
while loop के अंदर जा ही नहीं रहा प्रोग्राम. रन करूं तो आपको पता चले.
एक मिनट रुक जाओ. वो while loop के अंदर जा तो रहा है, लेकिन आपने while loop का एंड रिजल्ट आपने वहां पे नहीं लिखा आपने कि उसके बाद स्विच केस एक बार होने के बाद वो करेगा तो क्या करेगा. तो लिखना क्या है आपको स्विच. उसके बाद एक एंटर दो. प्रिंट एफ. Want to continue?
Want to continue लिखूं.
Want to continue.
Okay मैम.
सेमीकोलन. स्कैनफ. %d. कॉमा %c. सेमीकोलन. अभी ट्राई करो. Give 1. Enter your element. Give 1. चल गया.
मतलब चलता ही जाएगा ना.
नहीं, 0 दोगे तो कंटिन्यू नहीं करेगा वो.
आइटम 4 भी डिलीट कर दी इसने. न्यू लाइन डालने की जरूरत है. पॉप भी पुश भी रन कर गया और पॉप भी रन कर गया मैम.
तो आई सपोज, लेकिन पॉप के लिए आपने तो पॉप के लिए आपने अपनी एंटर योर चॉइस दी ना. तो वहां पे आपने 2 दिया. तो 2 क्या है? पॉप है. तो उसने जो एंटर किया है उसी को उसने डिलीट कर दिया, क्योंकि दैट इज द टॉप मोस्ट एलिमेंट. Correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Now it is asking you
Yes.
again that you want to continue. So अगर आप 0 दोगे यहाँ पे, so it is going to come out of the loop. हो गया?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, Pranjul is doing, Shri is finished. What about rest of the students? Rishabh, Vagey, Kalab, Jignesh Prasad, Darshan Raj, Parmar.
Ma'am,
हाँ,
I'm getting a
Pranjul, do one thing. Wait. Printf के statement में semicolon भूल गए हो. रन करो. अभी भी है मेरे. एरर विंडो में नीचे स्क्रॉल करो, वही आखिरी एरर है क्या? सी की. ओके 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 ओके. एल्स का आपने ब्रैकेट भूल गए हो. कर्ली ब्रेसेस एल्स का. उसको पता ही नहीं चल रहा है कि वो एल्स के अंदर जाना चाहिए. कभी कभी ये होता है ऑनलाइन कंपाइलर से. ठीक है, माफ करो. Okay, there are still some errors. Switch case में okay, ऊपर जाओ. switch case में go to your main. रन नहीं करना था, सिर्फ मेन में जाओ. विजय राज, क्लियर स्क्रीन हम यूज करते हैं ताकि हमारे जो आउटपुट विंडो में अगर कोई भी हमारा मतलब पहले से ही आउटपुट प्रेजेंट है तो उसको क्लियर करने के लिए. लेकिन वो क्लियर स्क्रीन काफी सारी आईडीज में नहीं चलता है. आई गेस कोड ब्लॉक्स में नहीं चलता है वो. ओके, अगेन प्रांजुल, स्कैनफ में सेमीकोलन भूल गए हो. लाइन नंबर 15. Yes, it will work in turbo. लेकिन आईडी इसमें जनरली CLR SCR क्लियर स्क्रीन नहीं चलता क्योंकि आईडी ऑलवेज आपको स्क्रीन
CLR SCR तो C++ में यूज होता है ना.
नहीं, ऐसा नहीं है. टर्बो में भी आप CLR SCR यूज करते हो और द पर्पस इज टू क्लियर द स्क्रीन. लेकिन इफ यू आर यूजिंग द आईडीज लाइक कोड ब्लॉक्स और C++, तो फिर वहां पे जरूरत नहीं पड़ती है क्योंकि हर बार जब भी आप कंसोल आउटपुट के लिए इफ यू आर गोइंग फॉर रनिंग द प्रोग्राम, इट इज ऑलरेडी क्लियरिंग द स्क्रीन फॉर यू, सो यू डोंट नीड CLR SCR there. And secondly, for the delay is used for delaying the program in your C. And once you give that delay function, the program is going to get it is going to delay its execution. Okay. So suppose आप push के अंदर आप कहीं पे if you are mentioning delay and inside that delay you are giving the millisecond time. Okay. Then printf. Undefined reference to printf. Yes.
Where is the error right now?
Just wait a minute. Saif Ali joined right now at 11:11. Okay. And he left the meeting also. Okay. Where it is showing you undefined reference print, where have you written print? Go and check your print F statements. Where have you written print?
I think nowhere, ma'am. I have already just written print
Broke
everywhere.
14th line print लिखा है.
Line number 14. Pranjul, 14.
Yes,
ऊपर.
ma'am.
Line number 14. राज बोल भी रहा है. हो गया? ठीक है? अभी भी
Ma'am,
ठीक
again
नहीं.
choice operation.
अभी भी ठीक नहीं है क्योंकि while loop में आपने वो स्टेटमेंट नहीं लिखा होगा. नीचे जाओ. हाँ, while loop में नहीं लिखा है स्टेटमेंट. ओके, ठीक है. रुको, सबकी कॉमन प्रॉब्लम है ये. मेरी स्क्रीन पे ध्यान दो. स्टॉप प्रेजेंटिंग योर स्क्रीन.
Okay, ma'am.
See, you guys are following, what I have discussed you the flow with, okay, which is correct. Okay, everybody has implemented the while loop and switch case correctly, but you have not understood the while loop purpose. The purpose of while loop is to keep on, running that loop, fine. And why I have kept these statement, or say this is the static statement. Why I am trying to tell you that you write a printf statement like this. Wait. You are going for that while condition here, right? While C. Okay, then in the end, after this end of switch, okay, you are supposed to write two statements. One is your printf statement, okay, and one is your scanf statement. Now, why we are writing this printf and scanf? Because we want user to give the program the command that he or she wants to continue or not, and with the base of that answer, 0 or 1, that 0 or 1 is going to pass into the while here. Okay, here I have given it statically that while the choice is not equal to 5 in my do while loop, but you guys are implementing the while loop as I had shown you previously at the starting of this session. Then that C is going to contain either 0 or 1 value. And we all know that for 0 or 1 for your computer, it is true or false. 1 is true, 0 is false. So while true, so that means while 1, okay, the C, the entered choice by you is 1. So while 1, you are going to run this whole switch case loop. Okay, that is the purpose. If you are forgetting that, then your while loop will get confused that actually what it has to do, correct? Because it is not getting any kind of a choice. Fine. So don't forget those two statements. If you forget those two statements, then your program will run, but till this point only. Or say before whatever printf statements you have written before while, till that point only. Afterwards, it is not going to run, even though you have coded correctly. But because of those two missing statements of this printf and scanf, your code won't run, though you have coded correctly. Okay, so take care of it. Now coming to your third function, that is your peep function. Okay, your peep function does nothing but it is going to return you the topmost element which is there in your stack. So again, you are going to check that your stack should not be empty. Okay, so if your top is equals to equal minus 1, you are going to write inside the if condition that stack is empty. Okay, and if it is not, then in else part, you are simply going to write one printf statement returning the top value wherever it is, it is present. So this is the algorithm for it, 2 steps only. First, you are going to check that your stack is not empty. If it is empty, you are going to write printf stack empty. Otherwise, else, in a simple printf statement, you are going to return the value where the top is pointing at. Okay, so here you are going to add one more case, peep. Okay, in your switch case, and then in your peep, you are checking with the if else condition. First, stack is empty when top is equal minus 1. But if it is not the case, one simple printf statement stating the top element of your stack is stack of top. Easy? Because the function of peep is to return the topmost element. Okay, so you just have to simply print it for your user. Okay, it can be done quickly. Implement this function quick, then we can go for display. Any doubts in between, you are free to ask me. Al-Azhar also joined, I guess, later than 10:45, I suppose. Ayush also. Harshvardhan? Harshvardhan, can you hear me? Harshvardhan, if you can hear me, answer.
Hello.
Yes. Harshvardhan, present your screen. Darshan, I got the message. It's okay. Okay. Rishabh? Rishabh, can you hear me? Raj, you got any doubt?
यस मैम। मैम एल्स में जा ही नहीं रहा है।
Show me your screen.
यस मैम। मैम विजिबल?
Yes. रुको रुको रुको, जाओ अपने प्रोग्रामिंग में राज। गो टू योर प्रोग्रामिंग।
यस मैम।
वॉइड पीप है तो रिटर्न -1 क्यों किया है? वॉइड टाइप है तो उसमें रिटर्न नहीं आता फंक्शन में, रिटर्न हटा दो।
मैम क्या डालूं जो एल्स में जाए?
हाँ नहीं जाएगा ना, क्योंकि उसमें कुछ है ही नहीं। कहाँ से वो क्या दिखाएगा आपको पीक में?
मैम पहले पुश पे डालना पड़ेगा कुछ।
Exactly. You have to enter some elements. So you want to continue, go and enter some elements.
हाँ मैम आ गया टॉप एलिमेंट 6।
हो गया?
यस मैम।
ठीक है।
थैंक यू मैम। हमें वांट टू
हाँ।
कंटिन्यू के बाद कौन सा नंबर लेता है? एनी लेता है ना वापस?
नहीं, want to continue में वो आपकी चॉइस लेता है yes और no की। yes और no means 0 और 1।
0 या फिर और कोई एलिमेंट? ओके। यस
0 और 1। अगर आपको चाहिए तो आप मेंशन कर सकते हो want to continue inside the bracket 0 और 1. So your user will know that either he or she has to type 1 or 0.
ओके मैम।
ठीक है। श्री, प्लीज प्रेजेंट योर स्क्रीन।
Okay.
Ma'am, is it
Yes, visible, visible. Enter your case. Okay. 67 and you continued with case 3, so your top element is 67. Okay. Pop is working.
Yes, ma'am. It's
Go
also.
and continue. Go and continue with your pop. All right, fine, good. Vijay, I am confident enough that it will be working as you are saying, so I'm not right now telling you to present the screen. Harshvardhan, still you have not responded to me. Oh, sorry, you did. Sorry, my mistake on my part. Fine. Okay, for the display function, you guys are aware with the logic for displaying elements of array. Using for loop, you are displaying all the elements of arrays, right? In the similar manner, in the same way, you are going to display the elements of your cell of your stack. Okay, let me just present my screen. See, as I have only a few minutes left in the session, so I'm not expecting you to complete this display function and show it to me. We will continue with this display function. Just let me have you the demonstration of how you're going to actually implement. Okay, and in the next session, we will continue with this display and change, and then we'll go with another practical. Okay, so in display, you are first of all going to check that your stack is not empty. Okay, so either you can write this particular the condition top greater than or equal to 0. Okay, so that means top is not equal to -1, or simply you can write here top is not equal to -1. Okay, simply you can write like this also. Either of the condition you are comfortable with. Okay, then you are going to write one printf statement. The elements in the stack are, and using that for loop as you are doing in your array, in the same way you are going to do here also using a for loop. I is equals to top. Okay, please do not forget to declare I. You must have not declared I anywhere. So if you have not, then before this for loop, go and declare your I. So integer I. Okay, so I is equal to top. Top means where your top is currently at the topmost position, the highest position. Okay, so till that you are going to assign that I value there. Then I is greater than or equal to 0. I minus minus. Or in inverse manner, what you can do is I is equals to 0, I less than equal to top, I plus plus. Okay, either of the way you can do it, and you are going to printf all the elements which are present in your stack. Okay, one by one. Fine, and then you are again going for printf press next choice. This is because after this, after you have reached here, it is going to go back again here in the switch case. Okay, so that's why this statement is written, press the next choice. Okay, but if this condition is itself false, that means there are no elements in your stack, then it is going to go in the else part and it is going to print that stack is empty. Okay, you can try out this function. I am not saying you to try out just now, right now. You can try out this function. We will continue with this function and the change function in your next session. Okay, and we'll see your next program also. Implement a program to convert infix to postfix using stack. Okay, so these two functions are remaining. We are done with push pop peep. So kindly save this particular program somewhere. Okay, if you are doing it in your mobile phone, then kindly mail yourself that particular program. You will need this program again. Okay, in the next lab, because display and change is left. You can try out this display on your own. If you are successful, then well and good. If not, then also don't worry. We are going to see it in the next session. Okay. Thank you all for attending this session. TP1 students, please write your numbers in serial order. 1 to 10, TP1. Okay, Harshvardhan, no problem. Apart from Darshan Parmar, anybody else in 1 to 10, AI? Okay, 11 to 20. Please wait, I am taking it in serial order. 11 to 20 first. Nobody? Apart from Ayush, Rishabh and Preet? Harshvardhan, I got your number, sorry. Rishabh, Harshvardhan and okay, again Rishabh, twice you did, fine. 20 to 30. Pranjal and Preet, you can write down now. 30 to 40. Yes, Preet, I have noted down Darshan's number. Okay, AI students, anybody left? Okay, I suppose AI is finished. You are free to leave the session. BD students? Those who have written their numbers, you are free to leave the session. Kindly leave the session.